Hey Internet people, here's Andy from Web Compact. I have a new video for you. It's a video about a keyword research tool I'm using for quite a while. It's a very handy tool. It cost me only a two-digit number of price. I forgot the price, but it was not expensive. And most important of all, you pay once and install it on your machine. Windows and Mac both is possible. And then from there, the only thing what you need is internet access. And then you can use this nice, fantastic tool. Okay, so let's watch the explanatory video of the developer by himself.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly get started using the Keyword Atlas software to generate a ton of long-tail niche keywords. And the way we can do that is we have two tools in here. We have the suggest keywords and the related keywords. So the suggest keywords are auto-suggest keywords that you see when you go and type in a keyword, for example, like drop shipping, and you put a space in the letter A, and you get all these different suggestions where you can also put a B there and so on and so forth, that you can get all of those things. You can also, stick a letter in the front of the keyword and you get a whole different set. But that's where the keywords are coming from. And also the related. So when you do a search on Google, you will also see related searches at the very bottom. You can get related searches from all different sources. And in this software, the best part of it is if you click on the sources right here, you will see we have a ton of sources, over 20 of them currently in the software, and we may add more in the future. So we have search engines, e-commerce sites, video sites, as well as other ones like the Play Store and Wikipedia. So this is a ton of keyword sources here, probably the most you are going to see in a software program that I've seen so far anyways. There might be more, but I don't know. I put a lot in here. So let's go ahead and just start using the software. And all you have to do is go ahead and select what you want to do. And so let's stick with the search engine. Let's just grab a couple search engines. And as you select them, they'll kind of show up here. And let's just type in, let's say, drop shipping. And we can go ahead and click start. And what it's doing now is getting those auto suggests from each search engine. You can see everything working down here, and it's sticking the alphabet at the beginning and end of the keyword. I'm just going to pause it here or stop it. You have a couple different options. So we're appending the letters by, this is the search range up here. So you can append the letters, or you can append double letters. And I do warn you, if you use the double letters, it will take a long time because they're doing basically twice as many searches. And also just the numbers, if you want to append the numbers to your keyword and do a search. So you get a ton of keywords. If you just keep going with this, and if you select all sources, if you select all of them, you're going to get like thousands of keywords. But usually when you're doing your keyword research, you want to do it for a specific purpose. Like if you're doing SEO, you want to concentrate on search engines. If you're doing video marketing, you want to concentrate on video sites, and e-commerce is over here, so on and so forth. And you can get all these keywords. So now that you have a bunch of keywords here, what we can do is we can get related keywords. So we can actually right click and we can go send all these to the related keyword tool. So, whoops, we got to select the boxes first, so you can select the ones you want. And to select them, just click this little checkbox at the top cell here, and you'll get these options. So you can select all the rows, right click, send selected to keywords tool. And again, you got to select the sources. And we can just select like that. Now it's going to go through each of these keywords is going to go to each one of these sources and get related keywords. So it can take a long time because we're going through 300 keywords here, and we're only on number 3 going through all these sources. So you get an idea of just how incredible this software is and how many keywords you can start generating from all these sources. So this is an absolute goldmine of the most keywords you can possibly think of coming from this software. So now we can stop there. So now that we have a whole bunch of keywords that we can use for doing our research, one valuable thing we can do here is getting the search volume. The software does not have it built in to where you can just automatically go out and get search volume, because unfortunately you have to pay for that. But there are places online that allow you to get free search volume data. And I found 2 of them, and I made it really easy for you to import that information into the software. So this is really cool. So all you do is you click the search volume right here, this button, or you can right click and select search volume. So just click this button and you'll see this window come up. So There are two places online you can get free search volume from. That's searchvolume.io and the famous Google Keyword Planner. So let's just use the first one. So all we have to do is you just select which one you want to do, Storybase or the Google. So I'm going to stick with Storybase. And then you select the number of sets. So with Storybase, you're only allowed to upload 800 keywords at a time with their online tool. Okay? So so you select 800, and what it's doing, it's taking all the keywords you have in your list, and it's creating sets of 800. Since we only have 300 in this list, it's only going to put it in one set for us. Now, all we have to do here, this is cool, is we just need to click this copy button. Okay, I'm just going to bring my browser over here. So I'm going to click the copy button. It will copy that set to my clipboard and also redirect your default browser to where we need to paste in those keywords. So all we have to do here now on the website is right-click and select Paste. And there's the keywords. Click Submit. And now they give us the option to export it. So click the Export button. And let's go ahead and save it somewhere to our computer. Now, if you don't know where to save it, I made this handy little button right above here, Open Working Folder. This is the last folder that I was working in when I was using my software. So now that I know this folder, I can actually take this folder up. If you just click up in this bar, right click and copy that. And now when we're going to save our file from the internet there, from the website Storybase, we can go in here and right click and paste, click enter, and now we're in the same folder. So now I'm going to save that file, that export file that we got from the Storybase or the searchvolume.io. Save that there. And I already have that. Oops, I opened up a window there. I already have that open here. You can see here's the export file. And now all we have to do is just drag it like that. And boom, there it is. You can also just drag it right on to the software if you want. You can just drag it right in. And you can see the rim of the actual grid go blue. That means it will accept the file and it'll go right in. Or if you like, you can also just click this and you can open the file as well. So there's three ways to get that in there. Now we have the monthly search volume from searchvolume.io. Now we can do the same thing for the Google as well. So if we go, let's say we go to the related keywords here, and let's say we want to do the same thing in the related keywords, but I want to use the Google Keyword Planner. So this time you'd have to go down and you can select the 2,500 because the Google Keyword Planner will allow you to paste up to 2,500 words at a time. So that's cool. So you can select that if you want. In our list, we only have 214. But again, if you click copy, it'll take us right to the Google Keyword Planner. That's if we select Google here first. So now we select there, and now we've gone right to the Google Keyword Planner. Now I have to confess, I haven't used Google Keyword Planner for a long time since I do most of my stuff, or spend most of my time developing software. But from what I understand is you need a AdWords account in order to get access to the Keyword Ad Planner, and you also need to enter in your credit card, I guess, have a credit card on file within your account to get it activated. And you also have to set up a campaign for Google AdWords, but you don't have to run any ads or anything like that. You just have to create a campaign. I already have one created in here from before. And then the software will take you right to the right place. And then once you get access to Google Keyword Planner, which I believe is fully free, you just got to get your credit card in there and get it to set it up or whatever. I haven't done it for so long. I'm seriously, it could be like 20 years ago when I set this account on. So I just can't recall what they did back then. But we click here for Get Search Volumes and Forecasts. And then all we have to do is right click and paste, because remember that button will automatically copy the keywords. And click Start. And sometimes you're going to get an error in here. One or two keywords may not work, but that's fine. Just go ahead and just click Remove. Now that we do that, it'll get us all our data. And what's cool about the Google Keyword Planner, you get a little bit extra data compared to the other search volume one. So now what you want to do up here, you want to download, click this here, and download the historical metrics comma delimited file. So it's just getting it ready. And then ask me where I want to save it. So I'm going to save it in that same folder. So there we are. So now we can open up and drag and drop that in here like this. And now we have the monthly searches, the CPC, and the competition that was given in the report. So now we can sort from here. We've got cost per click and the competition. So that's how we can get additional data from Google as well. Now, once you got all of your data, you can do all the normal stuff. You can, copy all the keywords, select the keywords, highlight keywords. You can even export sets of keywords by using this export tool. So let's say we want to export all the keywords, and you want to export them to, say, an ad that you're running inside of Google or YouTube or something like that. Well, this tool is pretty handy. So you can select how many you want to copy at a time. Let's say 100, and it'll just automatically make the sets for you. And you can also do certain things. You can have it one per line, or you can do commas, separated by comma. That could be your format. And you can do match options. So you can do broad, phrase, and exact, and automatically apply. So then you can go ahead and copy this, and you can paste it into your ads, like so. So if we have here, if I just go Control V, you can see you got all the keywords. So just a cool little tool for you to quickly get all your keywords into your ads really quickly and have control over how many you want to export at a time. You can also save all your data in project files, comma delimited, text, save keywords, and all the copy stuff is here. So all the regular stuff. We also have some really awesome filters built into this software. So you can see this is a new thing we've developed. Let's say you want to do monthly searches. Just click here, and you can select all these predefined quick filters. Just select it. And this is actually a pop-up window, so it acts like a pop-up, similar to a pop-up like this. So as you click away, it kind of disappears. But I do have it so if you're clicking within it, it will kind of stay open. So in this little quick filter thing, you have a couple options. You can clear the column filters. You can actually move this pop-up window if you want to get it out of the way a little bit. And let's say we were clicking like here, 100,000, and we're like, you don't see the number you want in here. Well, you can actually just go ahead and type it in here and hit enter, or hit that apply button, and you can change it. So there's a couple options you can do here. You can do greater than or equal, or you can do less than and equal. So those are the two options that we can work with, but you can stack filters as well. So let's say you wanted it less than 100, but you also wanted it greater than 5,000. So you can apply that, and it'll stack those two filters on. And to see the filters, you can click the filters button down here, and you can see them individually showing up as you're working. So if you click here, you can clear out those filters, and you see them update here. You can see them come up as we are doing it. Another awesome thing here is, let's clear out those. And if you want to clear out all the filters in the grid, down the bottom, there's a handy button, clear filters. And another real cool thing is we also have text filters now in the software. So these are number filters. And now we have text filters. So if you click in here, a little text box will show up. And as you type, it will do a text filter on that column, and it automatically shows up in your filters over here. And so you can have multiple filters together so fast, so easily. So now you get the data you really want. And let's say you're happy with a certain filter setup. You can actually save to a filter file. And we can remove our filters, and say later on you wanted to apply filters. You can right click, filters, load filter file, and you can click that filter file, and boom, now you got your filters in there. And if you want to see them, you can click in here, you can see the text filter, you can click filters, and you can see them here. So that's an awesome way to get filters saved and the ones you want. Now, the one thing I kind of forgot to explain, which I'll explain right now, is what is the position score and why is that important? This is the main functionality of our entire software and why it's so powerful. This gives you the ability to uncover things that are very popular and happening right now. You have to understand that when you go get the monthly searches from Google or from anywhere really, these monthly searches doesn't quite indicate, something that's going on right now at this minute. So this is like, this keyword got searched 590 times this month or for the past 30 days. Well, maybe it's changing right this moment. So, it's a good indication of over the history of this keyword, what you can see. But this score is different. So I want to explain what it means. So, and this score is different for the sources that you select. So if you select more sources, the score will be different. And I'll explain why and what these numbers mean. So what this means is that when you search using the keywords auto-suggest, as I showed you on Google, so if we go to Google, just give me a second here, you go to Google, and as you search here, for example, drop shipping, okay, and drop shipping, and you put the letter A, you're getting all these words, and a letter B, and so on and so forth. Well, this word here is the next possible word that people are searching for. This will be, according to Google, this is the next most important word that's going to come up for the letter B, drop shipping B. And so this is position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I keep track of those positions in the software. So for whatever keyword that was used to generate dropshipping eBay, which was most likely dropshipping space the letter E, for that particular seed keyword in all of these search engines, Google, Bing, and Yahoo, that means the very first keyword that showed up when dropshipping E was put in those search engines, the very first word that came up was eBay, dropshipping eBay. So that means Google considers this to be the most important keyword, and then Bing, and then Yahoo as well. So therefore, you have a position score of 100%, meaning this is going to be a very important keyword when it comes to searching for dropshipping. So that's something that gives you a different idea of how important it is. Now, I've even taken it further here. You can see that some of these actually are not whole numbers. So you're probably thinking, well, how can you have a position of 1.5? Well, it turns out that this particular keyword may show up for other letters. For example, if you're putting in dropshipping B, business for sale might come up. Well, what if you had like, I don't know, like some other letter in there, and that keyword will show up in a different, or actually, sorry, let's say you do have the B in there, but that particular keyword will show up in a different position. So you can add up the same positions for that keyword. So there's a lot of moving parts going in the background, but I even took it one level further. If you go to settings, you will see here you can control the importance of each data source. So this is where you can really customize that equation, that keyword position score, and try to uncover really important keywords. So let's do an example. Let's say I'm going to stick with just the search engine. So I'm just going to keep using Google, Bing, and Yahoo. So I would consider Google to be the most important source that I'm going to use because they're the biggest search engine. So it's going to be really important in terms of, say, for example, I was doing SEO. So, and then Bing, I would say, you're probably the importance for my particular marketing could be set to 8. And Yahoo, well, maybe even 6. So that's how I would sort of do it. You can even go 9 and go 8. So it's more important. So I'm going to go done. And so what that's going to do, it's basically saying it's more important to have a higher position, a higher rank for where this keyword shows up in Google than does Bing and Yahoo. So if we go and clear out everything here and do the search again, our actual position score will be slightly different based on those numbers and importance that we put in there. And the longer you let this run, the more data it's going to collect, because these keywords may appear for other alphabet variations here. So when you're doing drop shipping and adding the alphabet to the beginning and to the end of the word, you could get those keywords over again. So drop shipping products could have showed up several times. As you can see here, it showed up twice in Google, and I took the average, and it can happen for all of them. So the software is actually going back and readjusting all this data. So it's quite cool. And now we can sort by the position score, and we can see that this one got a high importance, even though this one here was even higher. But I said, you know what, Google's more important, so, and Bing is more important, so this keyword is going to be more important than dropshipping YouTube. Dropshipping jewelry is going to be a bit more important. So this can help you uncover sort of what's really happening right now in the market. And you can do other things too. You can right click and you can use the Google tools to go check out the Google trends if you'd like. Of course, you got to select. You can select up to 5 of them. let's select 4, and you go to Google Tools and you check out the trends, and it'll open up your default browser with all those in there. So now you can check out the trends of those particular keywords. And as you can see, except for this one, each one that I selected, you notice those trends that are going up. That's because those keywords are very popular right now in the search engines, and you can see a clear indication and clear correlation between my software and the actual position score. So it's a new way of analyzing keywords, and it's really powerful, and it's always accurate data. So you never have to worry about, whenever you get this monthly search volume stuff, that stuff is sort of kind of outdated. It's not really that, they don't give you perfect data. Like even when you get it from Google, they give you this range of data. They don't really give you the total monthly searches. So you never know how reliable it is, but this is reliable because it's using an algorithm, a mathematical algorithm to determine the positions of those keywords in your sources. And like, can you imagine if you clear this out, if you select all of them and you're getting those positions across all of those. So in certain cases, it probably wouldn't really make sense to go and use all these sources because there's sort of, there's search engines, there's video, and there's e-commerce, right? But you'll get the idea. You can see all the magic happening in behind the scenes here. And you're creating a pretty amazing position score to really figure out, like, this one keyword showed up really high in a lot of those sources. Obviously it's drop shipping, but drop shipping Amazon is the next one. So this gives you an amazing flexibility of trying to find and uncover these really profitable long-term keywords that you could use in SEO, your video marketing, your e-commerce marketing, whatever you need. This is it. Now, I've let this video go so long, I really apologize, but I have to show you one more thing. If you're stuck for ideas, so I'm just going to select a couple here. If you're stuck for ideas, I did build in an idea generator. So if you click this here, this is an idea generator. All you have to do is just enter in these little text boxes. Let's say, for example, let's just stick with drop shipping. So drop shipping, or even just drop ship, for example. And it automatically fills in all of these here. So you can collapse, you can see all these different categories. And you expand, and if you want to do the plural of it, there's not really a plural of drop ships, I guess. Doesn't really make sense. Let's just try drop shipping. I don't know. Then you can put a year in there, say 2019, and you can do a region. It can be anything. Like, I mean, it could be New York, could be my backyard, anything, just sort of a region definition. It could be anything, not just like a town or a city. It could be a country. It could be anything. We just leave that for now. But now you can see all these different options, how to drop ship, and you see this little asterisk. That's where the software is going to put in the alphabet in all of the different auto suggests. So how to do drop shipping, something like that. So we can just double click that. It sends it to our list, and when we got our list that we want to use, we click OK, and it puts it into here. So now we can go ahead and click Start, and it's going to go out and replace that asterisk with the letter. Of course, you can actually put as many asterisks as you want in here if you want one at the front and at the back or in the middle or whatever you want. And so that's a way of just getting some additional ideas. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here you can go through to figure out what you want to do. So that's another way you can use the software. But I think I've covered pretty much everything in here. I just wanted this to be quick, get you guys going on this software. If you need more help with other features, go ahead and check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching.
Quite nice so far, isn't it? Great. Let's hear what he has to say about the related keywords tool, okay?
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the related keywords tool. So be just a little quick video just to show what it does and how it works. So what you can do here, all you have to do is just enter in your keywords that you want in here, that you want to get related keywords for. So for example, if you put cats and you click Start, it's going to go to all of these search engines and get the related searches from each one of those sources. So you can see it just pumped out 60 related keywords to cats. So that's how you can do it, by just entering your keywords there. Of course, you can load in a file. Another thing you can do actually is you can you can append the alphabet letters to your main keyword. So boom, like that. And then you can go and get related keywords for all of those. So it's just a little different, different way of getting additional related keywords, and you'll just generate a ton of them, right? You'll probably get like 1,000 there. Okay, so that's another way to do it. And you can import if you want. You can also append numbers as well. So if you want to append numbers to everything, you see the list gets pretty big. That's 300 there, so clear that out. You can also, from your suggested keyword tool, you can also just send them over from here. So you can right click and you can send all related keywords, send all to related keywords. So you do that and they're all 14 of them there. You probably don't want to search that many. That's a lot. It'd take a long time. But say I just wanted to select these and I go right click, send to related, send selected to related. And now I can go ahead and do these. Of course, I can clear out the other data and start again. Now you'll get more related keywords. And of course, you can get the search engine volume as well. There's another video showing how to do that, so I won't do that again here. And then here you have the options to go ahead and save your data to a project file that can only be opened by this tool, the related keywords tool, or you can output to comma delimited text. You can also output just the keywords. You can also export keywords as well. And of course, you can apply your filters just by clicking here and just searching within the column. So that's a basic overview of how to use the related keywords tool. It's very self-explanatory and very easy to use, but you will get some pretty awesome keyword ideas in here that you probably would have never thought of. So definitely use this tool in your keyword research.
And last not least, the suggested keywords tool.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Suggest Keywords tool and explain what the position score means and sort of how to use this tool so that it makes sense for your particular marketing. So let's just start with example, and I'll just show you how this works. Let's go ahead and type in, let's say for example, wedding. Say for example, you're in the wedding niche, you sell wedding related products, or you have a wedding service or something like that. So you can stick it in there, and then what you have to do is you select the country you would like to get the sources from, and then you select your sources. So you have the search engines, you have video sources, e-commerce, and other. So we've categorized them in different sections here to accommodate for the marketing that you're doing. So let's say, for example, you have a website and you're trying to increase your search engine optimization by finding relevant keywords that you can optimize your website for. So we'd be sticking to the search engines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select Google, Bing, Yahoo, and Ask. And then we're going to generate auto-suggest keywords from those 4 selected sources. So auto-suggests are when you go to a search engine like Google and let's type in wedding and then type in the letter A, you'll get a whole bunch of auto-suggest keywords. Now this means that Google is telling us, hey look, if you're typing the letter A, this is the next most important or most searched keyword in their search engine right now. This is like current up-to-date data. So they're telling you right now that this is the next most popular word. Like this might actually change tomorrow. It's based on their algorithm. I think it's all real time. So you can actually see what's the next popular keyword is for the letter A, and then B and C and so on and so forth. And so the keyword atlas will get this data, but also it will keep track of the position. So we know that this keyword crash, or wedding crashers, this keyword is in position number 1. This is the next most important keyword that's going to come up based on what Google is saying. Hey, look, if you're going to type C, this is the next one that's most important in a search engine. Okay, so that's what the software does. It actually keeps track of that position of that keyword that shows up in the auto suggest dropdown for all of the sources, and then it adds the number here. Now, there's something else that's happening. When you're putting these letters in different search engines, you're going to get the same word showing up again for a different search thing. So if I say it was like wedding and the keywords in the front, or the letters in the front, a certain keyword that shows up this way might show up like that way on in another list from another source. So what I'm trying to say is they're actually averaged out. These are the average position of those keyword that showed up in the resulting source, the resulting search engine in their auto suggest drop-down box, this thing. Let's go ahead and do the example. So it's going out right now and it's grabbing these auto suggests, and then it's telling us, okay, for whatever a seed keyword that was used here, seed meaning wedding and what letter, most likely D, was appended. For that particular keyword, it showed up in the first position in Google. It showed up 1.25 on average positions in Bing, 1.5 on Yahoo, and 1 point on Ask. And then it's getting the position score. So whichever ones, if you get a certain keyword that's showing up really high in all the positions from all the search engines, that indicates, well, that's a very important word. So we created a position score that ranges from 0 to 100, where 100 is the best. Now, the way this works really, really well is you have to let it run all the way through whatever search range you're doing, because it's calculating all the keywords in here at the same time. So it's adding new keywords, but it's also going back and recalculating any other keywords that may have been found in new auto suggests. So there's a lot going on here. So every time you select different sources, here, different sources, also different keywords, different times a day, like the position score will always be different, but gives you a different way and a unique way of determining these popular keywords. Now, we've even taken it a step further. If you go into settings, you'll see we have these, for all the different sources, we have importance levels. So you can apply an importance from a rating of 1 to 10 for your data sources. For this particular example, we use these 4 search engines, and I set Google to be the most important. Then I went Bing, a little less important, 9. And then Yahoo and Ask, I just set them to 8 because they're probably a little bit less important in terms of what I want to do. I want to do search engine optimization. In terms of search engine optimization, Google's usually the best. That's where you want to get your traffic from. And then Bing, Yahoo, Ask sort of thing. And you can set your importance. If you're doing e-commerce, you can set your importance. You can set them all. It's all up to you. It's sort of the way you want to do your marketing. So we make it really, really flexible, and it works very well. So now we can see that weddings invitations, wedding jokes, wedding anniversary, things like that, you can, start to concentrate your SEO, your marketing around these search words. So that's what the position score means and how it's so important. And one really awesome thing about this position score, it gives you the additional ability to uncover stuff that's going on right now, like trending stuff that's happening right now. Because as I suggested, this is going to change all the time, and Google's going to be determining which keyword to show after you type. They're going to always keep the most up-to-date data here. So to illustrate this, here is another search that I did, and I saved the file. It's for drop shipping. So I just put drop shipping in there, and I sorted by the position score for these 4 search engines. Now, if I go ahead and select some of these top ones, let's say we select these ones here. So these particular ones, and we can go right click and we can select Google Tools and Google Trends, and those will show up in our browser for the ones we selected. And you will notice these trends right now are actually doing well. So you can see there's a ramp right there, and this is for the whole time. So if we do, like, say for the past 30 days, maybe not that much, maybe 90, it's pretty consistent. How about the past 12 months? Very consistent. But you can see this trend here. It's going up. That one's going up. So is that one. And so is this one, sort of a new one. So as you can see, it helps you. And it's just another way, another strategic way that's using a mathematical formula that is figuring out the importance of these keywords based on real data that we can collect. I mean, we can collect that data of where the position of the keywords is located in this dropdown for each of those search engines. And then using that data and strategically using your own importance, that formula then calculates that position score, giving you an edge over any other tool that exists out there. This is just another very valuable metric that you can use to try to uncover these keywords that you need for your marketing. And we made it really cool so that you can actually do it for search engine optimization. And if you got e-commerce products, you need to do some e-commerce research or some video research, even inside of Google Play and Wikipedia. So there's no shortage of keyword ideas and position scores that you can get for this particular tool. So that's basically all I want to show in this video, is just sort of concentrate on explaining the position score and kind of how to use it. There'll be other videos, you know, how to save data, how to get search volume, how to export keywords and things like that. So how to use the idea generator. But I just want you to start thinking about how the position score is important for your marketing.
So folks, that's for today's video. Hope you liked the video. It's some new information for you, and you maybe will use this software. Please leave your like button and leave a subscription here, an abonnement for our channel. That would be very lovely. See you next time. Bye bye.